Melody here. You might know me as Apple Pie Movement. I am a humanitarian sharing the conversations with humanity which need to be heard. Mariko, a former delegate to the Indian Peace Summit, a UN speaker and best-selling author, discusses in our talk today how love can transform the world and our spirit. So come on, grab a piece of pie and join the conversation. So what's an exercise that somebody watching can do to reframe how they see a painful experience or an identity of a painful script that they're carrying around? How can they reframe that to let go of it and loosen that energy?
So I think first of all, it's getting it out of your head and writing it down.
Okay.
Just getting out of your head and just writing it down. So if you have a thing you want to manifest or a goal you want to achieve, and then when you actually go to do that, this fear, this doubt, this inner nagging voice is holding you back. Take a moment to hear from your pain, hear from your doubts, and write all those doubting and fearful thoughts down. And then look at them one by one. When it's outside of your head, you can actually look at it objectively, right? And you can actually, now you put the light of your awareness on the pattern that has been invisible. Now it's been made visible. And when you can name the enemy, right, you can really win that battle. So then one by one you begin to flip the switch. And how can you take this belief and flip it in a way that is empowering for you, right? So if it's like, I'm not good enough, or if it's, money doesn't grow on trees, or, all these things that we've been given.
What about people who have experienced racism? With a lot of the talks that I've had, I've been talking to a lot of people from different nationalities and people who have been the victims of racist acts, racist moments, or homophobic moments, where people have really scarred them with their hate. And in some instances, they carry that around to where it's almost as though they don't want racism to be reversed because they don't want to forgive the white people who were racist against them. They don't want to forgive the Christians or the fundamentalists or whoever it was that, was homophobic against them and gave them that hate. They kind of fueled themselves with the hate against the people who perpetrated hate against them. So how do you change that when you feel as though you've been wronged and now your identity is in that?
Right. Yeah, so because revenge and fighting hate with hate is a downward spiral.
Right.
And it actually is, it's more about, forgiveness is not for the people who wronged you. Forgiveness is really self-liberation, right? It is a way to liberate yourself from your own pain and hurts and hatred. So forgiveness, it is not the easiest thing, but it is just, if you think of it, it's really a way to, it's forgive, it's give for, it's change your perception, right? It's about changing your perception so that, so that you affirm your ability to heal yourself, right? I think the affirmations like, I have the power to heal myself and I am worthy. I am worthy is a huge, issue, right? When people make you feel like they're, you are less than them, or I've experienced that, as an Asian American, I've been called, things, and in that moment it really is like so contracting, but then we need to fortify ourselves with affirmations that affirm our worthiness. And for me as a yogi, it's always like I'm a child of the universe, and it's my birthright to experience my full expression, and I'm not going to let anybody diminish that. It's their issue, not mine. And just doing that also, it's their issue, and almost like having compassion for them because they're acting out of their limited understanding. So making it their issue, and it's not about you. It's they're looking through the tinted lenses, and for them, because they're living in that limited, they're living in that prison.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for another Apple Pie Table Talk. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.